friendly warning. Probably hot. Alright, we're going to drink some coffee. Then I'll get back with you and we'll do a little fixed blade show and tell. Alright, finish my coffee and then I'm gonna do a show and tell. But before I finish my coffee, get my leaf out here. Tag old plain old Chuck. It's time to see some coffee down at the camper. Make you a cup of coffee on the fire there and post it up. Alright, fixed blade. This ain't all of them, but the bag was getting heavy. That's a throwing knife. I forged that a long time ago. Had to have a handle to throw it, so I just wrapped some buckskin around it, some sinew, and there it is. Well, you guys that watch me know Jeff White. So this is a Damascus camp knife he made me. Jeff used to come to rendezvous. He'd bring a tent and a whole bunch of knives for sale, but the fella never brought any food with him. So he'd always come back to my camp with a bowl and a spoon. I'd feed him real good, and then he'd make me some pretty good deals on some nice knives. This is another one of Jeff White's. This is when he first started making them for Pathfinder school. And this was a reject. Canterbury rejected for the too many hammer marks, he said. So he gave me a good deal on that and sheath. I'm pretty sure Canterbury sent some guys over. White trained some of those guys, showed them how he made knives. This is a Green River Buffalo Skinner. That's one of the first. That was a knife blank, and then I put some walnut handles with some brass pins. It's one of the first knives I put together. Army bayonet. Why? You always got to have a knife in case somebody's got cheesecake or needs stabbed in the throat. Another Jeff White camp knife. I know, I got too many knives. I've heard that before, but here's a big one. That's a BK1 Brute. That comes with black plastic handles. I took them off and made some walnut handles and put on it. I don't use it much, but I just thought it was a cool knife. It's a heavy, got a heavy spine. Good chopper. With the Kydex sheath in it. I did some blanket trade deal on this knife, and then I made the sheath for rendezvous. I never use it. I just carried it. It's a 1990 Case Double X. I think it's a Sheffield style. Got the stag handles. Now, the guy I got this from said this is the same type of knife that John Wilkes Booth was carrying the night he killed Lincoln. This is a Schrag. My brother-in-law got me this. Never used it. This is just a big chopper. I think that was a deal on the Mack tool truck or something at one time. He got it, didn't want it, gave it to me. I used to have a guy come to the fire station, and he had a catalog, and he sold knives to us all the time. This is a K-bar, 1233. It's a sharp knife. I use that a lot, skinning deer. He'd come in there once a week. And, yep, that's how I got so many knives. Here's another K-bar. This is just a smaller one. These are stainless, made in Japan. But they're nice little knives. They hold a really good edge.
That'd be a good push knife.
Yep. Like I said, I didn't bring them all. I got some others that have been given to me. Now my boy got me this one when he was in the Army over in Iraq. It's Operation Iraqi Freedom, Army K-bar. And this is, it's a real K-bar. It's not one of the knockoffs. Olean, New York. Like I said, I don't use it. It just sits in the gun cabinet. This one I picked up at off a trade blanket at a rendezvous. This is an old knife. I think they said it's a sheep skinner, and I don't know what to steal. I know the edge is just phenomenal. I used it a lot just as a kitchen knife camping, because it'll slice potatoes, and then I make a little sheep. Yeah, just a little camp kitchen knife. You can see you probably can't see it on the camera, but you can see the hardening colors on it. And like I said, it's an old knife. Yep, we got one left. I think I've used this one in a video before. I think it's Whiskey Knife Works down in Whiskey Forge down in Kentucky. They were making knives for Creek Stewart, so I did a Escape the Woods. Creek Stewart was doing that for a while. Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, I think. It's like a 3-day weekend. You go learn a bunch of skills, and then on the last day you'd have a competition. But he had a thing set up where he was selling knives, and I just thought that was a really cool looking knife. It comes with a leather stapled sheath, but it also came with a Kydex sheath. But I kind of like the looks of the leather one.
The leather's nice.
And then I just put a piece of paracord and a carabiner, so it's just dangling on it.
Now, what's your EDC knife?
Well, my EDC knife, the one I use to do my fire, and I carry this knife every day. And I got this from a friend of mine's dad rendezvoused. He called me and let me know his dad had passed away. And then a little while later he called and says, why don't you come look at all this stuff? I bought way too much stuff. But I bought a pack basket that was full of stuff. This is Herders, Wasilla, Minnesota. I want to say it's like a Kephart style. And the same thing, this thing holds an edge. I mean, I fat wood Friday with it all the time. And then that's the sheath that came in. All I did is throw some 550 cord on it, so if I want to throw it around my neck. But I carry this every single day. I carry this, I'm not going to do a whole EDC.
We'll be here for an hour.
Leatherman Wave. I did the video with, well, I think when I did the video with my multi-tools, I didn't have this one yet. But I like this one just because it's one-handed open. It's got a nice straight blade, and then it's got a serrated blade. And I actually use this thing every day. I use that serrated blade to open boxes at work. I might have another knife or two in my pocket.
Alright, sorry guys. I got him on a roll.
Swiss Army knife. I don't remember which model this is. But this one I took the tweezers out and put the little ferrule rod in it. So that's 3-4 knives on me. Oh, and I keep a Kershaw. I don't know, I'm a sucker. This is it the Leek? I don't know. I like how thin they are, how sharp they stay. If anybody bought a Kershaw knife, I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong. I washed one of these in the washing machine, and all I got out was the scales, the liner, the clip, and the blade. The screws were all gone. But I got a hold of Kershaw, I packaged it up, sent it back to them. They rebuilt the same knife and sent it back to me, no charge. And I think they claim they're one of the sharpest knives out there. Okay, I wasn't going to do the EDC. I think that's all the blades I have on me right now. Never had too many knives. We had dinner the other night and the lady didn't bring a knife, and my wife says, I need a knife to cut my tenderloin here. So I whipped that one out and wiped it off on my pants and gave it to her. she cut her tenderloin with it. I told her there wasn't nothing on it but fat wood, if anything. So, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and tag. I'm gonna tag Plain Old Chuck again. Picking on you, Chuck. I know you got your ticker all tuned up. Took care of another semester of college for the doctor's kids. Let me see your fixed blades, Chuck. I'll have to make you a cup of coffee and show me some of your favorite fixed blades. All right, well, that's all I got for you today. McCaffrey's working on this cool bushcraft camp, so now you got me motivated. I got to go next week to North Carolina, see my daughter and my son-in-law and my grand dog. And when I get back, I'm going to get busy on my bushcraft camp. But you're going to see more videos back here doing this with, he's just back the road for me. We're going to clear some more spot here, place for a hang a hammock. We'll probably do some winter camping back here. Say your buddy Scott's coming. He's gonna.
Yeah, I got a buddy, a real good friend of mine. He's gonna build him a shelter too. But this is just a getaway. I mean, I just wanted to see if I could do it. You know, Joe Robinette inspired me. Corporal's Corner. You know, all the guys that I follow inspired me. And it's like, you know what? I'm just a regular hick. Let's see if I can do it.
So I'm trying to talk him into getting his camera out. His wife's talking him into get the camera out. He needs to get a channel going and start videoing some of his stuff. You see the lanterns. He's the go-to lantern guy. He's got way more lanterns and stoves than I've got. So, so he could do videos and just do a different lantern every week, and he'd have enough content for a couple years anyway.
Yeah, Coleman stoves. I got roughly about 300 of them. The lanterns, I collect the old Coleman lanterns, but now I'm into the Tillys, which that's what that one is. It's kerosene. That was sent to me from a guy overseas from England, but you can get them on Amazon, so you know it's not a true Tilly, but you know I want to get back to the old school. You know, like my dad and them did when they were growing up. So, you know, let's just see your bushcraft camp. Even if you're just starting one, you know, tag Jeff and let's see it.
As soon as he gets the channel going, I'll put a link to his channel so you can check out his stuff. But he's got a really cool spot back here. You know, he's got a camper here. He's up here camping. I'm back here all the time with him, sitting around the campfire. And then when he said he was going to do this, I'm like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. So,
well, now I'm putting the challenge out. I want Jeff to have his done come fall.
Yep. And we can go back and forth because I'm quarter of a mile.
Yeah, quarter.
Maybe close to a quarter of a mile that way down the road. And I did my coffee and cane pole fishing I did back here in his woods, back at the back farther. But hey, that's what we're doing. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, share it with your friends. I think I'm at like 766 or 67. I really want to hit 1,000 this year. I don't know, that's just my goal. My goal was 500 and I hit that finally, and then now I'm like 767. And I said I wasn't going to just do a video every Monday to do a video every Monday. But if I'm doing something that I think somebody might be interested in, and if there's something you want to see, I've got to get busy and do my ferrule rod. I got some new ferrule rods. I need to turn some handles. I need to get that stuff going, just to kind of mix things up. But hey, that's what I'm doing. Chuck, cup of coffee, and let's see all your fixed blades. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great week.